The Dalek saying, you're still worried that I got something up my sleeve. Why, hello there YouTube, and welcome to the final Doctor Who Regeneration review. So, today I'm reviewing the Doctor Who, The Time of the Doctor. So, let's just get, I've got my book ready or wrote like a div. Now, here we go. Directed by James Payne. Directed by James Payne, written by Stephen Moffat, starring Matt Smith and Jenna Coleman. Originally broadcast on Christmas Day, December 25th, 2013. So, after Matt Smith's shock announcement at the end of Series 7 that he was leaving, we were treated to one last show at Christmas from Matt Smith's Doctor. And I have to say, I quite enjoyed this one. First of all, it was 1 hour long, and it didn't drag on like The End of Time did. And yeah, we had the whole alliance that came into it. Daleks, Cybermen, Centaurans, and Jadu, and all them monsters. Even the Silence. And what happens is, the Doctor ends up on this planet where he's protecting a town called Christmas. And, well, we actually find out that the planet that he's on is Trenzalore, his home planet. Well, not his own planet, sorry, the planet where he gets buried, because at the beginning of, in the Series 7 finale, it was the start of a trilogy. The name of the Doctor, the day of the Doctor, and the time of the Doctor. So, yeah, Trenzalore. And he went back to Trenzalore before he died, before it was a graveyard. So, there it was. The Doctor sent Clara home, but she refused to let go so easily and ended up hanging on to the TARDIS and, well, going back. But of course, the Doctor, what was minutes for her was 300 years for the Doctor, and he'd aged. And, well, Clara went back and forth so many times to the point where the Doctor was old and fragile. Of course, we see what the Doctor was doing over time, protecting Christmas and stopping Daleks and Cybermen and that. And of course, in the end, when the Clara returned for the final time, we discovered the crack in the wall that had been playing on the Doctor since his start in Series 5. So, when we saw, and it was like keeping the Time Lords locked in there, and the only way that the Time Lords could be free was if the Doctor spoke his name, and he refused to do that. Yeah, the Doctor was old and dying and went to face the Daleks one last time. And of course, when I looked at him, I thought he looked so much like William Hartnell's Doctor, because he did. And there you were, giving a speech to the Daleks, saying, you're still worried that I got something up my sleeve. So, yeah. And there Clara was, talking into the crack, begging the Time Lords to save the Doctor and help him change his future. And what do you know? They did. Because she convinced them that they don't need to know his name. He is the Doctor, and that's all they need to know. That's when the Time Lords sprung into action and gave us a question that we'd been asking for years. What would happen if the Doctor used up all his regenerations? We actually find out that the 11th Doctor has no regenerations left because, even though he didn't call himself the Doctor in the Time War, it was still a regeneration. And also the 10th Doctor regenerated, which isn't my favourite one. Regenerated but kept the same face. So yeah, the Doctor there, he was dying. But then the Time Lords opened the crack and gave the Doctor a new regeneration cycle, and then he exploded into beams. And then, of course, the crack closed up forever. Because it turns out that crack, all the way throughout Season 5 to the end of the 11th Doctor's run, was Time Lords. Yes. Anyway, but there's also a lot of comedy in it, like when Clara takes the Doctor to meet her family, pretending to be her boyfriend and that, but he's wearing holographic clothes which only Clara can see, and yeah, he's naked. There's a lot of good funny comedy in that. It has funny moments, it has Daleks, it has like, because he's going to church, he has to be naked for the church, but he puts on holographic clothing. We have many monsters return, like I said, Daleks, Cybermen, Centaurans, Weeping Angels, all them kind of monsters coming back to have one big last display upon the 11th Doctor. Then, of course, after the whole explosions happened and everyone's getting over the whole Daleks and the Doctor exploding, we then see Clara walk back into the TARDIS, and we see like the Doctor's clothes everywhere and a bowl of fish things and custard. We then see, and on Christmas Day 2013, I was there thinking, oh my God, is he the new Doctor? But then it turns out he was the 11th Doctor still, and he was young. So there Matt Smith's Doctor was, giving us one final performance, like a farewell speech, willingly accepting his fate, and then, wasn't afraid to change, and that was really great performing from Matt Smith. And then, of course, within a blink of an eye, just like that, like if he'd sneezed, bam, the 12th Doctor was born, and he looked old and intense, but for some reason I liked that about him, I really did. This wasn't a really bad episode. It wasn't even bad for Stephen Moffat to say it was his first written regeneration. And you know what? I loved it. I really did. It didn't drag on too long. It was 1 hour long. They didn't drag it out for ages. Even though I thought the cameo from Karen Gillan as Amy Pond in The Doctor's Mind was unnecessary, it was a great final performance from Matt Smith. It was a great Christmas episode, and it really got me excited for 2014, even though I had to wait all the way until like September for Doctor Who Series 8 to begin. But with that being said, I'm going to give Doctor Who, The Time of the Doctor, 5, yes that's right, 5 wooden Cybermen out of 5. So that has been my Doctor Who Regeneration review series, and we've covered it all. I didn't think I'd make it, but I have. I've reviewed it and watched them all and stuff. Thank you so much all for watching, and also, I hope you enjoyed this series of Regeneration. So yeah, that's been my review on all the Regeneration episodes from the 10th planet to the Time of the Doctor. So yeah, till next time, I bid you all goodbye, friends, goodbye. Oh yes, don't forget to click down below to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, you can follow me up on social media, Facebook, Twitter, so you can stay up to date with me and see what I get up to outside of the YouTube world. So yeah, be sure to do all that. Shh.